Hey guys, thanks for joining me on another Hookah Sessions ATL. My name is Michael, and on this episode I will be showing you the different types of bowls that you can smoke out of. Deciding on what hookah bowl you want next can be a little bit overwhelming because there's so many different materials and brands and styles that it's hard to choose which one you want. I have 4 different bowls today. There are 4 different styles. One is like my most generic one. It is the Social Smoke Hemi style, just a normal typical head. Then you have the Vortex bowl, similar to the funnel bowl. We'll get into that later. The Elite Glider bowl, it is made of silicone. And then your traditional clay head. Let's start with the generic bowl. It is made by Social Smoke. They make 2 sizes. This is the large size. It is the Hemi style. So Social Smoke large Hemi style head. It's really nice for a fluffier pack of tobacco. It works great because of the height and the depth to it. For either quick light charcoals or regular natural charcoals. I prefer like alpaca or an Afzal or a haze in this just because of the light fluffy pack to it. It smokes for quite some time with the proper heat management. I'd say it's a must-have bowl for every avid hookah smoker out there to have something like this. One of the best bowls I own, probably my most frequently used. The second is the Vortex bowl, and unlike the funnel bowl, the Vortex bowl has holes around the inside spire. The funnel bowl has a hole just directly on top. I prefer this style just for the fact that sometimes tin foil could block the top hole when you're using a funnel style. The Vortex, I feel like you just have better airflow throughout your entire smoke because there's 4 different holes on different sides of the spire. These bowls, you're going to want to use a juicier tobacco like a Tangiers or a Fumari. That's just for the fact that the juice actually stays in the bowl. It does not drip through the base of the hookah and into the water. So your water stays cleaner and you have a more fulfilling taste smoke due to the fact that there's more juice in the bowl. Third, we have the Elite Glider bowl. It's made of silicone, so it's really nice. You don't need to use a rubber grommet piece. It has a little drawer in it, metal top for your coals. The silicone doesn't get too hot, so you can pick it up, makes cleanup and charcoal change really easy. The glider bowl, however, has mixed reviews. I use it occasionally when I'm using natural charcoals. You can see it has 2 vents up top, 1 and 2. You'll put a charcoal on each vent. It's really nice for just like a little personal session. If you're having a party, I wouldn't recommend using this bowl just because you can't really fit too much tobacco in there. I even tore out a little piece of the middle drawer just so I could fit more in there. It smokes a little bit better that way. If you do get this, I would recommend trying the normal way before you go ahead and mutilate it a little bit. They are nice bowls though. You don't need the rubber piece underneath your rubber grommet unless your top of your stem is not wide enough. In that case, I wouldn't recommend silicone because they don't really fit well with rubber pieces. Other than that, they're really nice bowls. Maybe not the glider bowl, mixed reviews like I said, but silicone in general, they make different styles just like the funnel or the regular style. They are really nice for easy cleanup. It doesn't get hot, you're not going to burn your fingers, so that definitely has its plus sides on that one. Last, we have the traditional style clay bowl. You can see it's not very deep, it's pretty wide. So for this you will also want to use a light fluffy pack of tobacco, and I would recommend natural charcoals with it. It's going to burn really fat clouds. You're going to have huge clouds, but it's going to burn relatively quick. It's going to harsh out a lot quicker just because it's not as deep. And being a light fluffy pack of tobacco with natural charcoals, it's going to burn a little bit quicker. But it's a very fulfilling smoke. You're going to be blowing huge clouds. And it's one of my most enjoyable bowls as well. I probably use these 2 the most, I'd say, my Social Smoke Hemi style or my traditional clay bowl. When you pack a Vortex bowl, you're going to want to use a juicier tobacco like Fumari. I've got the limoncello right here. And this way you can have the extra juice, you don't need to pad anything out. You can see it's a really juicy tobacco. I still do a light and fluffy tobacco pack, but you don't really have to squeeze out any of the extra juice. So, something like that. And then when you're filling your regular style bowl, you're still going to want to do a light fluffy pack, but I would suggest wringing out some of the tobacco. So when you're done packing this bowl, it should be just above the rim and light and fluffy inside, with a little bit of the juice squeezed out. Overall, I can't really recommend one particular bowl to have. I would suggest everybody own a funnel bowl or a vortex bowl, and everybody own a simple generic bowl, whether it's silicone or a traditional clay. It doesn't really matter to an extent, but definitely the different styles, whether it be funnel or regular, tends to make different shishas smoke better. So I'd recommend not just having one bowl, but two, if you really want the full effect of the tobacco that you're purchasing. Well, that's a wrap, guys. Thanks for joining me on another Hookah Sessions ATL. We covered bowl types. If you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to subscribe, shoot me a message, or leave a comment for any questions or flavors you want me to review, or anything else hookah related. Thanks, guys. Stay lit.